yesterday I was practicing dunking with my daughter's volleyball. And for every dunk, I flew to the hoop and threw it down. And I said, it's gotta be the bat shoes made in Wuhan! Wuhan! Danbury Loco! Holla! We're also going to throw in a Shabbat Shalom ramble. Holla! Although you're going to hear more A plus shtickery. So not much of a ramble. Danbury Loco. Holla! Best is yet to come. Thank you very much. My son pulls off the most twisted April Fool's fantasy of all time by swapping out a vitamin D gummy and giving his brother a melatonin instead. Passes out in his applesauce, and later he says, Chucky made me do it. Danbury Loco. Holla! Thank you very much. Why am I an awful Jew? Because my 7-year-old son, otherwise known as All Metal Baby, is already more fluent in voodoo than Hebrew. He already knows the soul transfer prayer used in Child's Play 1 through 3 better than the one for the wine and holla. Danbury Loco. Holla! Da 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 da! Give me the power, I beg of you! Holla! Voodoo Child Prayer. Holla! Thank you very much. I didn't realize that the Secret Service had a Secret Service director to force into retirement. I thought the Secret Service was a flat organizational structure like Brittany Griner's torso. Danbury Loco. Holla! Thank you very much. I don't like love songs by Chicago anymore. How can I go on? How can I go on? Request a grizzled reflexologist with a clear conscience, knowing she wasn't yanked off the boat yesterday. Danbury Loco. Holla! Thank you very much. Kevin Hart doesn't think that Jokic, the Serbian nationalist, he doesn't think that him winning another MVP is good for the NBA. I don't think Kevin Hart makes a good spokesperson for the Chase Freedom Card. Does Puff even let him out of the house without giving him a recess pass first? Flip Wilson lives. Holla! Danbury Loco. Holla! Malibu Dreamin'. Thank you very much. Call me a spoiled C-word. Call me an ungrateful twat. I don't want my unhuggable of a C-word mother-in-law giving baked beans to her husband to drop off at our house. What are we? Her Goodwill pantry? Danbury Loco. Holla! Raising the roof long time. Mr. October in August. Going, gone. Holla! Danbury Loco. Thank you very much. I'm the director of sales for a new arena football team in Danbury, Connecticut. They might go with the name I came up with because the original one picked, the Danbury Night Riders has a plan connotation attached to it. I say, boss, this is what happens when you crowdsource ideas from Alt Right Weekly. Danbury Loco. Holla! Thank you very much. My new name for the team is, dramatic drum roll, please. My new name for the team is the Danbury Locos, in honor of the locomotive train history of the area. Boss liked it. Ownership said too offensive. Danbury is Dreamer Central. What are you, loco? Danbury Loco. Holla! Thank you very much. I call an owner of a non-alcoholic brewing company. He says, "Send me your literature." I say, "No problem. I've got the Great American Jew novel. Holla! Waste of Height. Really short stories. Holla! The Koshetarian Comedians. I'm very prolific. I know. You're less interesting after a couple of beers, aren't you? Danbury Local. Holla! Thank you very much." Accidentally glancing at my daughter's side boob made me think, good to know the molestation gene on my southern side skipped a generation. Danbury Loco. Holla! Thank you very much. I also thought, did Woody Allen hide his naked pics of Sun Yi in a shoebox full of Satchel Paige and Josh Gibson cards from the Negro Leagues to add racier flavor to his collection? Danbury Loco. Holla! Thank you very much. And if Woody is such a good guy, why would his son Ronan accuse him of molesting his sister? I have daddy issues, but lying for mom because she got upstaged by Hello Kitty with bad acne is where I draw the line. Danbury Loco. Holla! Thank you very much. In Woody's defense, Mia implied to Vanity Fair that Frank Sinatra is Ronan Farrow's father. Then why hasn't Woody woken up to the head of a middle-aged Sarah Jessica Parker yet? Danbury Loco. Holla! Try to keep up. Mental midget heart. Holla! Thank you very much. And can I get a holla for sketchy sketches of Woody? Thank you very much. I text my art director, Bud, that same joke about Sun Yi, who's been married to Woody Allen for years. I learned that he took a drawing class with Sun Yi in the city. Even better, he tells me that their first assignment was to draw each other. And I say, did Sun Yi restrict you creatively when she said, leave the nudes to Woody? Can I get a holla for leave the nudes to Woody? Danbury Loco. Holla! Thank you very much. 3 unplanned kids later, it's safe to say I never mastered the art of the pump fake. At 11, my daughter got breast buds. My wife says she's the last girl in her class to get them. I ask, then why haven't yours sprouted yet? Danbury Loco. Holla! Thank you very much. I like to reinvent holiday tradition. So when my daughter gets 3 gifts on Hanukkah, she has to yell, Hanukkah hat trick. Holla! Thank you very much. Yesterday in the car, my daughter tells me that her friends get mad whenever she forgets the gender of their cats. Are we obsessing over feline pronouns now? A pussy is a pussy. Danbury Loco. Holla, thank you very much. New phrase to use next time. A little leaguer is hogging the plate. He's totally me tooing that plate, bro. Danbury Loco. Holla, thank you very much. I identify with Joaquin Phoenix in the Joker film more than I'm comfortable admitting. I laugh at my own jokes with nobody around. I dance around like a wild man after hearing my performance on another Do It All Dad Year podcast. Holla! The only kid nice to me growing up was a midget. Danbury Loco. Holla! Thank you very much. During lunch, my new sales boss says, "How have you avoided Buffalo Wild Wings? They could be called things. I like that name better." But during lunch, my new sales boss says, "How have you avoided Buffalo Wild Things?" We're going to call them Buffalo Wild Things. During lunch, my new sales boss says, "How have you avoided Buffalo Wild Things after all these years?" And I say, "I've been a stay at home female comedian for the past 7 years. So living under COVID house arrest wasn't a radical departure for me, for starters, boss. Plus, my idea of happy hour over the past 7 years is recording another comedy record to keep my ego afloat while also giving a figurative FU to my dad, who showed no interest in the greatest comedic tear of all time with comedy record hits such as Punch Out Poverty, Holla! Zevon Zappa Cornblue, then, funny enough, Fagala, Danbury Loco. Holla, thank you very much. But boss, when Randy Newman records only sell for $6-7, and Kevin Hart clears 56 mil in 1 year, something is terribly out of whack with the universe, don't you think? And for the record, this doesn't make me a hater, boss. Just a short on laughs spectator. Holmes, Danbury Loco. Holla! Thank you very much.